Still see some of that damp outline there from that water. Like I said, this stuff's really tacky today. It has been raining. That'll also play into it because the amount of humidity in the air. Now let's say that we have some students who they need to work on coiling. One of the things about coiling is we're dealing with rolling out our pieces of clay, rolling out our coils. It's not so much the rolling out the coils that seems to be the big issue. The big issue is putting those coils together. So if we had a board, we've coiled it out, taking up a lot of space, and then we're using other coils. So we have that one down. We're going to tack it to the board by pressing it into the board a little bit. Doop, doop, doop. Then we add another coil to that first one and do another one. Notice how I'm intentionally not making it long enough, so I have to add more, because if we were really coiling, that would be the same thing. And I recommend to my students about 3 or 4 high is as high as you want to go when you're doing this. Use the dough spoon. Let that really sticky one sit off to the side. That could be my slip if I need to add those together. So you have the handle on this one, nice, smooth, wide, round, like it would be one of our tools. This tool right here, you have the cutting edge on that side, and I've just been using my blade for that aspect. And then we have the handle of the spoon, and then the spoon itself if you want to use either surface. I'm going to use the handle first. What we're going to do is we're going to press into our clay, going down, coming back across, and we're manipulating those two pieces of clay together so we can get them to smooth together. Now, if you want to, like I said with the other earlier, take a paintbrush, dip in a little bit of water, smooth out those lines completely, and give a nice finish to our surface. Again, I would do this later on just because you're making the clay wet again, and we all know how if we're trying to manipulate wet clay, it doesn't work as easily as we think it should. So, continue the build up. I'm just going to do a simple Greek vase with this, and like an amphidora or something like that. I'm going to go a little chunky, speed this up. I now have much more of a angle. See that shape coming up on the side cam over here. So we can see how that Greek vase changes as it goes up in structure. I'm going to do that really skinny neck one. And this would be good that I would do something like this in my normal ceramics class. I'm probably going to add this to my curriculum for the next year. And the reason being is because now the students can see how a vase is supposed to taper, how the shape of the vase is supposed to differ as it goes up, and how you're supposed to have that angle of that traditional vase shape. Now, as we get towards the mouth, we're going to widen this out. We're going to have our symmetry in there. And then you'll have this whole pane. Once this dries, and then you can get in there and you can smooth it out real well. Even if I just use the back of this spoon with a lot of flour. Now, let's say that you want to have storage